That's right.
So I just want to first start off by thanking everybody, and especially Richard Champa, who personally requested me to be here today, because just by speaking with each one of you and having the opportunity to get to know you, Richard, and what Atlantic Recovery Services does, I am truly humbled to be here tonight. You know, when people see me, they're often struck with a few reactions. And oftentimes, the first reaction is curiosity. They want to know what happened. And as Dwight said in my bio, I was just simply born this way. No shark accident in Hawaii, no car accidents, I was just simply born this way. The second reaction that most people have of me is pity. They see me and they see all the obstacles that I may have to go through on a day-to-day basis. And I just wanted to set this record straight here that there is nothing to pity about me. Not only do I get good parking,
All right.
I get great seating at concert events and sporting events for half the price. I get to not wait in lines at amusement parks, so anyone want to go to Disneyland, I'm available. And my favorite part is that my husband and I never argue about who's going to do the dishes or the laundry. Totally invalid. But people do see the obstacles. And, you know, where people see the obstacles, I see the opportunities. Because with each obstacle that I overcome on a day-to-day basis, a moment-to-moment basis, it wasn't easy eating the rice on the rice pilaf, but I ate it. But what I get to do through those obstacles is I get to be resourceful, I get to gain wisdom, I get to gain strength, and I get to be grateful for what I do have and for the people around me that help make what I want happen. Just like the three gentlemen, I don't know who you are, but I trusted you completely to hoist me up here, so thank you very much. But, you know, people do see the obstacles. But usually after the curiosity and the pity happens, the next thing that they notice pretty much right away is my smile. And they're amazed by me. Not because of my cool skills to be able to write without hands or eat without hands, but you know, what they're amazed by is my ability to be happy and to have a whole and complete spirit despite what they may perceive as a broken body.
That's hot.
I was having a conversation with my stepdaughter the other day, and I was telling her, you know, one of the main things that people comment on me is how happy I am. And her reaction surprised me. She said, "That's sad." And I asked her, "What do you mean by that?" And she said, "Well, it's sad because people's beliefs about what is possible is so limiting that they can't even imagine how you could be happy." So what's exciting to me is not only do I get to surpass my expectations of what's possible in life, but I get to surpass all of your expectations. So, you know, when I was born, like Dwight mentioned, it was completely unexpected. All the tests, all the ultrasounds showed that I was going to be normal. You know, and my parents, they were expecting this joyous occasion. But when I was born, they didn't exactly get that. And back in the 70s when I was born, the women were usually knocked out when they had a cesarean. And so my mother was knocked out, and my father was the first to find out about my condition. And he was so brave. He decided to be the one to tell my mother what had happened. And when she came to, she only replied with words of faith. And she said, "Thy will be done." So, as my parents were holding me, and they saw me in their arms, they were listening to the doctors whisper in their ear about how they were not equipped to handle a child like me, how they didn't have any experience, and to basically give me up into an institution. So my parents had the opportunity to give me away. But what my parents recognized in me was a heart, and they recognized a soul.
Mm.
And they realized that I mattered.
Great.
And when people ask me, how do you overcome your obstacles? How do you do it? How do you live every day so happy? I don't think about how. And I don't want to talk about the how, because how people handle their obstacles is going to be different. What I want to focus on tonight is why. And the why I overcome my obstacles, the why I rise up to my challenges, is because of what my parents did. They recognized that I had a heart and soul. And I want you, as I'm standing here, I want you to notice that you have the heart, and you have the soul, and that you matter. There's a 1 in a billion chance that I was born. Just like there's a 1 in a billion chance that each one of you were born. And I don't believe there's any accidents. I believe it's all divine, and that we are here for a reason. And it's not an accident that each one of us are actually here today. And as we come here together, we're not only saying that we matter as individuals, but we're saying, as we look across the table at the person next to us, that they matter. And that the teens that are here today matters. And the teens that are not here, and the teens that aren't even aware that Atlantic Recovery Services matters. They all matter. And we're here because our lives don't stand just for survival. We're here because our lives stand for love. Our lives stand for peace. Our lives stand for possibility. And tonight we get to make that stand together. And I'm just extremely humbled to be here. And I also understand that the bigger the challenge, the bigger the destiny. And the bigger the obstacles, the bigger the opportunities. And I'm not going to say that life won't present its obstacles and challenges, because it does, it has, and it always will. What I'm saying is that you know why it's important for you to overcome them. And when you know why, the how will come easy. And when we say yes to those challenges and yes to those obstacles, we're also saying yes to the opportunities and the destiny to be great and to have what's possible come to reality.